We're back here live with SportsEffectLive Teen Nation at a Top Talent Basketball Camp. And we're here with our guest, Jim Cleamons. And it's a question probably a lot of people would want to know. Phil Jackson came out with his book recently comparing to the best of all time, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Having coached both of them, can you give us your comparison of the two?
Well, I'm not going to put gasoline on the fire. Well, I was fortunate enough to have lunch with the coach last Wednesday.
Oh, really?
And you get the question quite often, to be honest with you. And I will be very diplomatic with my answer because I don't want to start a firestorm. They are a lot alike. If there's such a thing as sometimes people say they're cut from the same cloth, they are indeed cut from the same cloth. And but people want you to choose. And then whichever one you choose, then it's like, well, he said this, he said that. And what you say about Kobe, you can say about Michael. What you say about Michael, you can say about Kobe. They are a lot alike. Now, but I think the difference is the fact that Kobe is a legitimate assassin. He's a sniper.
Yeah.
You know, give him, he wants the ball and he wants to score every time he touches.
Right.
Where I think as Michael grew and realized that he did have help, he was willing to get his help involved with more aspect of the team philosophy. That's where they made different. But Michael, I think sometimes Michael may have had more to work with. Kobe may think he has less, and he has to do more. But ultimately, they're both two fantastic athletes that you couldn't do wrong with either one.
What do you think about the state of the Lakers right now with the past kind of down season and the Dwight Howard saga?
Well, in Lakerland, you always have something.
Yeah.
And it's just, it goes with the territory. It seems like there's always people in Los Angeles and even around the country. The Lakers are kind of like the barometer. And you either like them or you don't like them. In Los Angeles, they are the number one team. And I think that it just comes with the territory when you have different personalities and you've got new management, not necessarily new management, same taking over the helm. And they're going to do it their way. And I don't know if it's right or wrong. Time will tell. But it's certainly good for a conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I got some. What's the most memorable game that you played in, or that you remember?
Well, I've been extremely blessed. I'll be honest with you. If you want to say the most memorable game, I remember in 1967 winning the state championship here in the state of Ohio, and we were a small team. Our biggest guy was like 6'4", and that's a childhood memory, but it's one that's going to stay with me till the day I die. And I've been blessed to experience a lot of positive things, throughout my basketball career, and winning the first championship in 1971-72 as a Laker, once again with a team full of idols, and that being the first one that the Lakers won in Los Angeles. So they won the others in Minnesota. So winning the first one out there, and the Lakers coming close for all those years and being the bridesmaids to the Boston Celtics. So that's a memorable one. And then coming back years later and three-peat with the Bulls, and then another three-peat with the Lakers. So I just have been really blessed. So I can't say just one, but like I said, that high school memory though, because that means you're the best in the state. And that is a one, literally win or go home.
Right.
And so there was only two categories in the state, A and double A. Right. And so that one certainly sticks out.
What made you go to the Chinese Basketball Association?
Opportunity. Yeah. At that stage of my life, fulfilling a need to continue to coach and run, quote unquote, your own program. And it was enjoyable. And it was one of those things where, once again, the opportunity to go do it. It's like climbing Mount Everest. Why? It's there.
Yeah.
Go try it.
With the series tied at 1-1 going back to San Antonio, Who do you think will win this year's NBA Finals? I know it's a tough question this year.
It's a tough question. I literally think it's a toss-up.
Right.
I can, in my mind's eye, I can figure to see the Spurs winning it. I can see the Heat winning. And I think on any given day, as the games 1 and 2, I thought the Heat was in pretty good control to the fourth quarter. And in game 2, I thought until the end of the third quarter, I thought the Spurs were right there. It was almost like a 4-point game, and next thing you know, the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
But I think for your basketball aficionados that are looking at the game, I think it's the little things that come at the end, turnovers, who gets second shots, loose balls, the hustle plays. I think those are going to be the little things that's going to define this year's champion.
Yeah. Do you see improvements for both teams at all? If so, what are they?
Well, I think that both teams are going to learn a little bit about their character, because I think they have good nucleuses to play from. I think they have young people that come off the bench that understand the role player. And so I think it's which group is going to, in the end, dig a little bit deeper. And that's not, and say, well, this is something that we want to happen. Now, whether it's Miami going for the back-to-back, or is it San Antonio looking at, quote-unquote, their trio of older guys, thinking this may be the last time we get here, and now will they have that extra little zing to continue?
Ginobili just said that he's retiring if they win it, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a new trick.
Yeah.
Well, it's odd to say that Ginobili said he was retiring rather than Duncan, who is the older player.
Yeah, right.
So that's news.
Are you planning on coaching in the future or staying retired?
Well, I would like to continue to coach. And I say it that way because when you enjoy what you do, and I'm not going to say it's a personal need to continue to move the game forward, and it's in good hands, but I still have the energy and the passion to teach and to continue to teach for a few more years. I'd like to get that completely out of my system. So if there's an opportunity, I would like to continue to teach. If not, then I'll try and do something else in my life, and hopefully that too will be meaningful.
All right. I think I got a couple more here. What was it like stepping in for Phil Jackson, and how were you able to handle that?
Well, what I tell the guys when I had to sub for Phil in those days, that all I wanted them to do was do what we do in practice. People will think it's Phil's somewhat a remarkable character because he just sits there, but in all honesty, we do the bulk of our work in practice. Right. So there's no sense to get up and pace the sidelines and to be yelling out orders, because we indeed use practice as a prelude to our game. And if they do what we do in practice and talk about it and play as hard as we need to do, the game is really, I'm going to say, easier. Yeah. Because it does boil down to execution. Yeah. But if we play and we execute in practice like we think that we should come game time, that makes it a lot easier because you're prepared. Right. You kind of know what to expect. You know your rotations. You know what you need to do in certain situations. So you just let the game play itself out.
All right, we'd like to thank Jim Cleamons again for stopping in and having an interview with us. And we're here again at Top Talent Basketball Camp, and we'd like to say thanks for watching our show.
Hey, hold that ball behind me real quick for a second, okay? Sierra Dunton? Okay, we got to speak up just a little bit, okay? All right. All right, here we go. Top Talent Basketball Camp. We're on day 5 as we're wrapping up, and we have Sierra Dunton in the building. How you doing?
Good.
You enjoying the camp?
Yeah.
Hold on for a second. You guys got to come. Hey, do me a favor. Just keep it down just a little bit for a second. All right. Ready? All right, we're back here with Sierra Dunton in the building. How you doing?
Good.
You having a good camp so far?
Yes, I am.
What have you learned from all of these great coaches here at Top Talent Basketball Camp?
I've learned more about how to position myself when I go down to the post, and when I learn how to spread myself out to get open and box out.
Right, show us. Let me see something. Show us something. Give us a stance on when you boxing up. When you about to, oh, there it is. All right, now are you gonna come back next year to the camp?
Yes, I am.
All right. Anything you want to say to your family and friends about Top Talent Basketball Camp?
It's really fun. Like, everybody should do it. It's something it's something that you should do during the summer just to stay active and not just stay at home.
Right.
Just to give you something to do. Even if for a week, like, you keep doing it when you're at home. Don't just sit down.
Right. So in other words, what you're saying is what they're teaching you, you can do this stuff at home and work on your game.
Yeah, I can.
All right. So we'll see you there. We'll see you next year.
Yes, you will.
There it is. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, and his brother Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up that way, man. Where he at?
He should be coming today.
He gonna come up and. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, left-handed, your brother.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, here we go. Top Talent Basketball Camp. We got a youngster in here. I used to play ball with his dad. We got Mike Harris Jr. in here. What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Chilling at camp.
Chilling. You enjoying yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you learning a lot from this camp or what?
Yeah. I learned a lot. I learned how to improve my jumper, dribbling skills, everything.
Okay. Do you think you'll be back at the camp next year, Mike?
Yeah, it's an honor for me to come here to see all the different players, everybody that came together to make this organization. I advise other kids to come too.
All right. Anything you want to say to your friends out there about the Top Talent Basketball Camp?
Hey, you can get your game together. You can come here to improve everything that you need to improve. That's all I can say. Come get your game together.
That's right. Watch out for this man, Mike Harris Jr. His dad can play ball. I'm looking for him to do some things too, buddy. Good to see you, man. All right. There it is. All right, we're here at Top Talent Basketball Camp. We got Isaac Guy in the building. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Yeah. Hold on. You got to stop laughing so loud. All right, my bad. Laugh a little less loud. All right. I know her. It's cool. All right. We got Isaac Guy in the building here at Top Talent Basketball Camp. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm interviewing you. You the man right now. Now, how you like the camp so far?
It's great. I'm just learning a lot of things out here.
Okay. Can we do it or what? All right. Anything you want to say out there to the other kids about this camp?
I mean, you learn a lot of stuff out here, like learn how to shoot, a lot of competition and stuff. You know?
All right. You going to be back next year?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead and give a shout out to your friends out there. Top Talent.
Shout out to Paris Minifield in Jefferson Township. Just get buckets.
There it is. Get buckets.
Hi, welcome to SportsEffectLive Teen Nation. I'm David Weishaupt with my co-host here, Alex Thompson. We're at a Top Talent Basketball Camp here at Central State University, and we're here with our guest, Jim Cleamons. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And we have a few questions for him today. First off, can you compare the Lakers' 33-game winning streak, since you were a part of that team, to watching the Heat's 27-game win streak this year?
Well, a few of my teammates got kind of nervous after the Heat got to about 24, 25. But the fact is, I think we all realize that records are made to be broken. But when you have history with that record, you kind of don't want it to be broken, especially when it's been around now for 40 years.
Right.
But at the same time, you know that if that record is broken, then you wish them well and good luck, because it's going to take some doing.
Right.
But there were some nervous bodies around. But the fact is that you want them to do best. You want what's good for the sport. And if breaking the string is good for the sport, then so be it. At the same point in time, there's a part of you that says, nah, you don't want to win. You want somebody to lose. But the fact is, you just have to hope and, just live it and enjoy it. And I think it was good for basketball. I think one thing, though, the Heat will realize how close they came. And it's going to take a good team. And it's going to take a little bit of luck.
How was it being on a team with guys like Wilt, Chamberlain, and Jerry West, and some of the greats of all time?
Well, it was my first year as being a professional. It's like being a kid at a candy store, to be honest with you, because I'd grown up Jerry West, going to school in West Virginia, and Wilt Chamberlain, watching him for years, and hearing all the stories. And Elgin Baylor, as a kid growing up, Elgin Baylor was our local quote-unquote hero, because you think of him going to the bucket and double clutching and changing, spinning the ball. And so he was in my block, and Elgin was the guy. And all of a sudden, these are three idols that now are I'm a teammate of.
Yeah, right.
So it was really, literally like a kid being in a candy store, sitting back and enjoying and watching. And now Pat Riley he went on to have a good career as head coach with the Lakers. Happy Harrison, Glenn Robinson, a good close friend and teammate who's now just recently passed. So there's a lot of good history, a lot of good memories being a member of that team.
Yeah.
I got a couple for you. First one, who influenced you as a player and coach? Like, what all started the basketball for you?
Well, I think that I just enjoyed playing the game. And then one day, I was watching my college coach in practice.
Yeah.
I said, he's got a pretty good gig. And because he was not only a coach, if you will, he was also a good teacher. And as I started looking back on the people who did have kind of a severe influence on me, not only as an athlete, but also as a person, it was my coaches had a big effect on who I am as a person. And I like the aspect of staying in touch with young people and being a part and of loving the game. Not so much just playing the game, but the things that basketball and sports in general teaches us as athletes and as people. I thought, what a wonderful way to dedicate my life.
Right.
And so that's why I went into the teaching profession first of all, into the coaching profession secondly. And it's like a Reese's cup. You got the peanut butter and the chocolate. It's a good combination.
I like how you put that. That's cool. What was the easiest thing and the hardest thing about coaching in the NBA, do you think?
Well, to be honest with you, there's nothing easy about it. And I say it because what you have is a lot of egos. And when I say egos, it doesn't mean it's negative.
Right.
But you have a lot of people that are very good at what they do. And they've been told for as long as they're, in middle school that they're good at what they do. So now you've got to kind of bring them together. And you have to talk about sacrificing. You have to talk about playing together. You talk about all these things that some of them don't want to hear because they want to be, and they do believe that they are a star.
Right.
And you kind of tell them sometimes you need less stardom and more team.
Yeah.
And they don't want to hear some of that sometimes. So that's difficult. But that's not bad, it's just different. And then it's the everyday expectations that you have to manage.
Right.
Because see, when people that are very good don't reach their claim and that they think that they should, then they look around sometimes for someone to blame, and the person and the cause of some of their discomfort or dissatisfaction often isn't that person in the mirror.
Right.
So now you do a lot of counseling and talking about how you need to help each other and how you have to keep coming together, which is what the essence of basketball is, teamwork.
Right.
But in this day and age in which we live, in the culture in which we live, everyone thinks they have to do it all on their own. Mm-hmm. So these are some of the things that what you try to do is just balance the scales. And you talk about, coming together. And sometimes you have a lot of these coming together meetings.
Yeah.
About how you need to share and rely on each other. And the good teams ultimately do that. Mm-hmm. And then they become the role model of what other teams try to copy, but they don't see the teamwork that's involved in doing it. So you're always trying to balance. And like I said, it's not negative, but it's just what comes with the business.
And we'll be back with you shortly with Sports Effect Live Teen Nation.
Yeah. Clear enough for you? All right.